New England and Quebec have had a long-standing relationship in thinking about energy trade among the regions. Quebec hydropower has played an important role in the way New England can meet its energy needs. The challenge has been how much can we rely on our neighbors, and how much do we have to have centrally located close to load centers in New England. So ISO New England, we are not a regulator, we are not policymakers, but we work with the policymakers and regulators in the region very closely. The three southern New England states, Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island, are pursuing energy purchases primarily from the north. That could include the northern New England states, but it obviously is also targeting the Canadian provinces, including Quebec. They have recently issued a request for proposals seeking different projects and information about those projects so that those southern states can determine what makes the most sense for those states. Part of this is to diversify the energy portfolio. A big driver is to meet global warming or climate change goals in those states. And they also are interested in the potential for having an impact on the electricity pricing in the region, especially during the winter months. The future, as we see it at ISO New England, we see that we've moved from this mix of resources that relied heavily on oil and coal and nuclear to a certain extent. We're now in the midst of a transformation of that fleet, and we see it ending up in a mix that's likely to be natural gas-fired generation, some nuclear, a lot more renewables than we currently have on the system, energy efficiency, and then that critical import piece, which will likely be more imports from Quebec. We already have a certain number of those ties to Quebec, and we're likely to see additional transmission ties to Quebec to bring down hydropower into the New England system. So we're likely to see this broad mix of resources moving away from some of the dirtier fossil fuels to a cleaner mix of resources.